Hi, I'm Chris, and I am wrong. I definitely have a lot of controversial religious opinions. Now, I'm not just talking about the belief that Yeshua, Jesus, was the Messiah and that he died and rose from the dead and through him there's salvation, but yet simultaneously we should obey the Torah, even though that's controversial in and of itself. I'm more specifically talking about smaller stuff in the Messianic world, such as, well, my interpretation of Acts 15 that I did about 2 weeks ago. That is my interpretation of that passage at this point in my life, and I am totally aware that it could very well change down the road, because I'm young, and I still make stupid decisions. That was actually pretty awesome. I am 100% sure that I am wrong in some areas, and you're wrong in some areas. Nobody has it exactly perfect. The only person that had a 100% perfect grasp of theology was Yeshua. And once we acknowledge the fact that yes, we are wrong in some things, then there's a lot less conflict. But speaking as somebody who has switched religions before, it is very scary. Because you start to wonder, if I'm wrong in this, does that mean I'm also wrong in this, and this? But it is a very good thing to question why we believe what we believe. Because that makes us have to search in the Bible for why we believe what we believe, and if what we believe is scriptural, is true, which is a good thing. And it may require us to change a couple of beliefs that we had. When our family started learning about Judaism, it was quite a shift. We suddenly realized that things we have been doing our entire lives were wrong. Eating pork, eating shellfish, wearing wool and linen together, that's a whopper. We were even going to a house of worship on the wrong day. And it was hard to swallow that we were wrong. But it was good. And I personally am a lot more convinced that the way I'm living now is the way that God wants me to live. And if you happen to be Christian, then I'm not speaking bad about Christianity. Christianity is awesome. It has contributed a whole lot of good to the world. But I do believe that it misses the mark in a lot of areas. But I really don't want to get into that whole discussion, and since this is my video, we're not going to. But let's hop back into the whole challenging why you believe what you believe. Because really thinking about why you believe what you believe is a good thing. Because it prepares you for any doubts that you may have or challenges that others have about your religion. And if somebody poses a question to you about your religion and you have a good answer, that's a good thing. And it shows that religious people can think, which is something that is very important now in this world, to counteract the notion that we're just like blindly following something because it's what our parents taught us. So on that note, I would like to pose a question for you in conclusion. The question is simply, why do you believe in God? When we have an answer for that question, that prepares us for a lot of challenges we will face down the road. Now, I'm not just gonna hand you that question without at least having my personal answer for it. And my answer is simply, number one, because historically how positive an impact that a belief in God has. Now, a challenger might point to the Crusades or the Salem witch trials and say, no, that's bad. And while I admit that yes, bad things have been done in the name of God, many, many better things have happened because of belief in God. Science itself comes from the church. And if you go way back, Judaism was the belief that introduced monotheism to the world and taught that man can be rational. And I really don't want to get into detail about that right now because of time constraints, so I'm gonna leap ahead into the next part of my answer. Reason number two that I believe in God is because of the, well, to me at least, undescribable shalom that he has given me. And the third reason I believe in God is because I'm filled with a passion for him that I can't explain. I have such an inner fire for observing the mitzvot. And my reasoning is that if really the Torah was just created by a bunch of old guys, then I wouldn't have this fire that I have. That's down in the belly of my soul. And I acknowledge that yes, other people may say the same things about their religion. These are my reasons, and I have laid them out for you. Wow, how did it get from I was wrong to pondering the basic baseline beliefs of my religion? How did that happen? I can get off track sometimes. So to go all the way back to the beginning of this video, I am wrong. You are wrong. Now together, let's search the Bible to understand what is right. Now this may be a bit random, but does anybody else enjoy eating like just raw spaghetti noodles? Am I the only one that enjoys eating these? And now I gotta vacuum this room. Genius, Chris. It drives my mom nuts, because she'll see me just... And she'll go, what are you doing? Go for dinner. Sorry. You want me to put them back?